Now on Fast Track, it's that time of year. What can we expect on campus this winter when it comes to cold, flu, and COVID?
Also, take a look into how one program on campus is setting its students up for success.
And now that Halloween is over, is it too early to start decking the halls? See what students have to say.
It's never too early to start listening to holiday music.
Good afternoon, Boilers. I'm Jeff Murphy.
And I'm Rosie Liu. Welcome to Fast Track News.
It's Friday, November 4th. Thank you for joining us for this week's edition of Fast Track. I can't believe it's November already.
Yes, and that means cold and flu season is arriving. Fast Track's Andrea Yu brings some more information on how you can prepare.
I'm standing here outside both Push and the Purdue Pharmacy buildings where free flu shots are being offered to students and faculty, along with the Center for Healthy Living on the west side of campus. Health officials are saying and encouraging people to get their flu vaccinations and their COVID booster shots in preparation for the upcoming cold months.
I got my flu shot the first week here at Purdue, and I think I'm going to get a booster in like a month.
While Purdue is offering flu shots, students will have to go elsewhere for the new COVID booster shot. According to the Protect Purdue website, the Indiana State Department of Health maintains a list of sites providing the new bivalent booster. Other locations may include local pharmacies such as CVS, Walgreens, Meijer, Kroger or Payless, and Walmart.
If I'm not feeling well, I stay at home and, try to cover my cough and stuff, just not spread to others.
COVID-19 restrictions have loosened greatly over the past year. The current guidelines on the Protect Purdue website for fall of 2022 list that students can test for COVID through Push, and if exposed to COVID, to follow the CDC's latest isolation guidelines. The website reads, students should have a personal plan for proper quarantine and isolation.
I used still my face mask a few months after the restriction was lifted. Nowadays I don't. My office, it's more or less controlled, the number of people that there are.
If students test positive, they can email Push for assistance with absence notifications or isolation. Purdue relaxed mask protocols after spring break of this year, and they have been optional ever since. You can stay updated on the latest COVID guidelines at protect.purdue.edu. Reporting for Fast Track News, I'm Andrea Yu.
The calendar may say it's November, but it certainly doesn't feel like it with the warm temperatures we've been seeing.
Fast Track's Anna Taylor is here to tell us if we can expect more warmth for our weekend.
Thanks, guys. Today we're looking at a high of 71 degrees with mainly cloudy skies. Winds coming from the south at 10 to 20 miles an hour, so it's going to be a little windy. And our humidity at 70%, so it's going to be sticky when you go outside today. So we look into our hourly. Right now, we have some cloudy skies with a high of 65. But as we get into 3 o'clock, we're still going to have those clouds, but we're finally going to hit our high at 71. When we move into the evening hours, we're going to start going down again in our temperature, but the clouds are going to start breaking up. At 6 o'clock, we're going to be at 70 degrees. And when the sun starts going down, we're going to get back into our 60s with mostly cloudy skies and 67 degrees at 9. And then by midnight, we're going to hit back at that 65 degrees. As you take a look at our map, you can see that there is some rain trying to push into the area here with a low pressure system and a cold front, but that's more going to affect us tomorrow. So take a look into our weekend forecast. Today, partly cloudy skies, high of 71 and a low of 48. Tomorrow, we're going to have wet and windy conditions with wind at 20 miles an hour, high of 66, low of 44. Sunday, clouds are going to break up. We're going to have some sunny and clear skies with not too terribly much wind at the high of 63 and a low of 45.
November 1st marked the first day for university residents' contract renewals for the 2023-2024 school year. So far, only juniors and seniors can renew contracts. Starting November 9th, freshmen and sophomores can renew theirs. December 20th is the last day to sign a contract with university residences, though you may make changes to your contract through the end of February. You can learn more and see a detailed schedule at housing.purdue.edu/contract renewal.
Purdue and Eli Lilly and Company are establishing an innovative new pharmaceutical manufacturing scholarship program and have renewed their strategic research collaboration. Through these initiatives, Lilly has committed $92.5 million to the West Lafayette campus. About half of this commitment is going toward funding 10 years' worth of pharmaceutical manufacturing scholarships for incoming Purdue students. The program will offer coverage of for tuition 75 to 100 students. It will also guarantee an internship or cooperative at Lilly. Priority access to the new Lilly scholarships program will be given to undergraduate students who are underrepresented in Purdue student population and overcome socioeconomic or educational disadvantages or are among the first generation in their family to attend college.
Purdue CCSE hosted their last Pizza and Politics event with Dr. Eric Waltenberg and Dr. James McCann. We met up with CCSE marketing intern Ivan Porras to ask him how he thought this last event went.
Free pizza is a big seller for pizza and politics, but you can also learn from like politics professionals. So if poli-sci is your thing, even if your communications, even like engineering students come every once in a while, you just get to learn a lot of cool things that you never thought were like possible, and then you also get to eat pizza. So.
A reminder that Purdue's very own midterm election night broadcast will be this Tuesday, November 8th from 6 to 8 p.m. The broadcast will be on the Purdue Channel and Comcast Channel 5. Coming up on Fast Track, have you met with your advisor yet?
If not, here's what you need to do to prepare for the spring semester.
I'm Jaden Rusi, and here after the break, I'm going to highlight the importance of exploratory studies here at Purdue. Hear from some of the students and the instructors coming up after this.
Being involved in the 3-year program at Purdue made it easier to say to myself I could get done in 3 years. The 3-year program helped save me a ton of money. In not completing my 4th year, I would save around $30,000. It will give you an advantage, if anything. Doing the 3-year program at Purdue has shown me that I have motivation to do whatever it takes to get my degree.
Tuesday evening, instructors in the Exploratory Studies program held a dinner with freshmen and upperclassmen who were formerly in the exploratory program.
The dinner was held at the Burrow and Cary Quad. Reporter Jaden Rousey has more of the details. Jaden?
I just left the Barrow at Cary Quad, where inside there was an event held for exploratory freshmen. There, the freshmen and exploratory instructors joined previous exploratory students to talk about what the benefits are of taking an exploratory year and exploratory courses. Here's some of what was discussed.
Inside the Burrow on Tuesday, freshmen in the exploratory program spoke with upperclassmen from a variety of majors to gain advice and an understanding of different majors. The catch is that all of these upperclassmen were once exploratory freshmen themselves.
I definitely think that exploratory studies helped me with giving me options of majors because I came in and I didn't know what I wanted to do. And so it gave me a list of options that fit my personality type.
Instructors in the exploratory program set up this gathering not only to help the freshmen meet actual students in the majors that interest them, but so freshmen could build a network early in their college careers.
Coming to a social event like this when you're a freshman and mingling with upperclassmen that you don't know, that's kind of scary, but it's also a really important skill to have to build up those networking skills.
Something that instructors highlighted at the event was how exploratory studies assist students outside of helping them find a major. Instructors mentioned that exploratory studies engages students with networking, career development, and interacting in the college atmosphere.
What are things that you want in a career? What questions are important to ask? And we're going to start focusing on the interviewing portion. So even though that's all things we're working on right now, those are skills that students continually use once they're outside of our program.
Reporting for Fast Track News, this is Jaden Rusi.
Thanks, Jaden.
If you're looking to attend Purdue next year and are unsure of what path you wish to take, visit purdue.edu/exploratory for more information. On Wednesday evening, November 2nd, people gathered at Memorial Union to enjoy the Dia de los Muertos celebration. Dia de los Muertos, Days of the Dead in Latino culture, celebrating annually on November 2nd. It is a day for people to call upon loved ones and reflect on lives they lived. Food, candies, flowers, and traditional activities were included during the celebration. Many dressed up in special costumes, and some of them made their face painted. Student organizations and other Latino communities were invited to the performances, while kids were more interested in the decoration of sugar skulls. It was organized by the Office of Diversity, Inclusion, and Belonging. Purdue Latino Culture Center also took part in the celebration. Karina Olaru, director of the Culture Center, dressed up in a special costume.
I'm very happy about today's celebration. There are so many people here. Today's a day where we celebrate our loved ones who have departed, and I see that happening today with the beautiful cultures created and with everybody going around and just learning about the people.
The celebration lasted from 6 to 8 p.m. Office of Diversity, Inclusion, and Belongings will continue to bring other activities in the following days.
As we look ahead here, we're going to look at our drought update over here in Indiana. We're going to look at the rain that's coming in on Saturday for the game, and we're going to see if this unusually warm weather is going to stick around.
Are you looking for a new hobby?
Or do you want to have a fun evening with your friends?
Then come climb to new heights at the Co-Rec climbing wall.
Football. It's the best time of the year. You know what else is great? The world's largest and fastest mascot. You can't have Purdue football without the trains. Look for the Reamer Club outside Stewart Center, 12 to 5 p.m. on Fridays before home football games, for your chance to ride the Boilermaker Special for free. See you then!
First, we're going to look at here at our drought update for Indiana. As you can see, the majority of the state is in moderately drought conditions. Here in Tippecanoe County, we are on the edge of that moderately drought, but as of right now, we are just abnormally dry. As we move into our weekend, Boilermaker football is here at Ross-Ade Stadium playing Iowa. 9 a.m. if we're going out for tailgates. I'd bring a jacket, 60 degrees, but raining. 12 p.m. kickoff. The wind's going to start pick up. Showers still continuing at 62 degrees. As the game is wrapping up, about 3 o'clock, the clouds may start breaking up. Showers still continuing, but are starting to be less frequent at 63 degrees. As you can see here, today you can see that showers are starting to move into like Illinois. Severe weather also, but thankfully for us, it starts to break up, and so we will just get showers and no thunderstorms for tomorrow. So we look at our weekend again. We're going to see partly cloudy skies today with a high of 71. Tomorrow, wet and windy with winds at 20 miles an hour with a high of 66 and a low of 44. Saturday, we're looking at clear skies, sunny with a high of 63. Taking a quick look at our 7-day forecast, we're going to be looking at Monday with mostly sunny skies at 68. Our warm trend is continuing throughout this week, which is abnormal for us because usually we're in the 50s. Wednesday, we're looking at 70 degrees and still sunny. Thursday is when we're going to start to see a cool down at 66 with a low of 37.
Basketball is back. Join us after the break to see how the Boilers did in their preseason matchup.
I mean, every year's different, but it hasn't changed that much. Our league is just ominous, and you better lace them up tight and be ready to play every night. If not, you're going to get beat.
the ladies of Holloway took home a much-needed win against our in-state rivals IU. Our first win in a 4-game losing streak. Eva Hudson leads the team in every attacking statistic and has more than 1/3 of all the team's kills. We've got a weekend in Michigan starting with the Spartans tonight and the Wolverines on Sunday. A 16-6 record looks solid, but we started the season 15-1. We have a tough finish to the season with half of our remaining games being top 15 matchups, and half of those games are at home. Let's build some momentum tonight and Sunday and take the Buckeyes next Thursday. We can breathe again, Boilers. Basketball is back. The men of Mackey are back, and the women's team has their preseason opener this Sunday. We had our first home preseason game against Truman State last night. We took home a very convincing dub with a score of 102-57. New names to the stat sheet with freshman Fletcher Lawyer and Braden Smith combining for nearly 10 assists. Graduate transfer David Jenkins led the team from 3, going 3 for 4. Brandon Newman had a double-double and comes into the season severely underrated. Zach Eady went 7 for 9 from the charity stripe this past game. If Eady is shooting that well from the free throw line, then I'm buying tickets to the national title game early. Eady led the team in points at 23 points in only 16 minutes of play. Speaking of Zach Eady, he's catching these preseason watch list honors like he is Charlie Jones zooming down the sideline. He was named Kareem Abdul-Jabbar watch list, which is the award for the best center in the nation. He was also named preseason third-team All-American and preseason All-Big Ten. His ceiling is quite literally through the roof. Purdue alumni and Big Ten champions Brandon Losciavo and Greg Duncan took home hardwire in the FINA Diving World Cup. Losciavo took home the bronze for the Team USA, and Duncan won silver in synchronized diving with defending NCAA champion Tyler Downs. Purdue continues their legacy of being an absolute powerhouse when it comes to diving. Football is finally back in Ross-Ade as we take on Iowa tomorrow at noon. I can't go a week without hearing his name, so I spent the bye week rewatching Charlie Bit My Finger on YouTube. Hopefully, the rest was beneficial for Jeff Brom's squad because we will need it to close out this season. Iowa will look for revenge from last season as we took them out of the top 5 by beating them at their home place. Aiden O'Connell and Charlie Jones look to continue their domination of the Big Ten, and Devin Maccabee continues to add to his impressive redshirt freshman year. My name is Sean English, and this has been Fast Track Sports.
Hi there, my name is Vikram Jaithlak, and I'm the founder and president of the Purdue chapter of the University Blood Initiative. Over the past 2 years, we've been able to collect over 300 pints of blood to be donated to local hospitals, and you can be the next one to help out.
I donate my blood at the University Blood Initiative.
Hi, I just donated blood through the University Blood Initiative.
Hi, I just donated blood through the University Blood Initiative at Purdue.
Right, I donated my blood through the University Blood Initiative at Purdue.
And I donated my blood at University Blood Initiative at Purdue.
Well, it's that time of the show where we get some answers to our question of the week.
That's right. This week we asked campus, is it too early to start listening to holiday music? Here's what they said.
If the person wants to listen to it, why not?
I guess not, because it's already November 1st, so that's when people start putting up the decorations and start getting all festive and everything.
Not at all. It's never too early to start listening to holiday music.
All right, we're going to take one last look at our 7-day forecast. Today we're still looking at cloudy skies with as high as 71. Wet and windy on Saturday. Sunday, going to be clear, 63. And that warm trend is going to continue throughout the next week with 68 degrees for Monday and Tuesday and mostly clear skies, even 70 on Wednesday. But as we go into Thursday and Thursday evening, we're going to start to see that cool down like we usually do here in October with a high 66, but our low will be 37.
Thanks, Anna.
Aaron Isaacs joins us now with a look at our social media.
Hi, my name is Aaron Isaac, and I'm the social media director here at Fast Track News. I post sneak peeks for the show and behind-the-scenes content each week on our Instagram, TikTok, and the full show at YouTube, all at Purdue Fast Track News. Next week, I will also be doing live coverage of election night, Tuesday, November 8th, so be sure to check it out.
That's all for this week's edition of Fast Track News. I'm Rosie Liu.
And I'm Jeff Murphy. Tune in next week for our coverage of election night on November 8th from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Purdue channel. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend, Boilers.